Is that good? Got it? He's got it.
Yeah.
Well, good day, everyone. How is everybody doing on this fine Monday morning? This is a Dodge Durango, one of those fast ones. You know, you can kind of, it's got the Brembo, so you can definitely tell it's fast because it's got brakes to stop. So this is in for a full Rockford system. Everything in this is going to be Rockford, from the DSR1 that's going to integrate into the factory 8-inch touchscreen to the 2 sets of T2 components that are going to go in here. So we're doing a set of T2 components up front and a set of T2 components in the back. Right now, his biggest complaint is that there's no sound coming from the rear of the vehicle. It's just there. It doesn't really do anything. Sounds lifeless. And it is a Dre system, so this is a Beats by Dre system. And what we got here is the first of the T2 6.5s in the door. This is a little bit different than your standard Dodge. Like most standards Dodge have like a speaker up here in the dash or along here somewhere. It's located, you can see it right there, and there's the Dre logo. So this posed some serious issues for us. For one, the speakers, the Rockfords are not deep, but they're deep here. And what I mean by that is you got a full 1/4 inch, and you got like a 1/2 inch on the front of the speaker. And in a Dodge, you really don't have that kind of room. So we had to make a bracket that it's countersunk in. So we flushed the speaker into the bracket because we just needed another 1/8 of an inch in, and I didn't want to make it out of an 1/8 of an inch. That would just, be flimsy and whatnot. So we made it out of 1/4 inch, and then we routed it out. Use the cool, this, ow, rip your finger off, gotta be careful kind of thing. And then for the tweeter, you can see the tweeter in there. Rockford has a decent sized tweeter. It's not the tiniest, it's not the largest, but it's definitely not the tiniest. And what we did is we came up with a mount for the tweeter using 3 pieces of acrylic. And this allowed us to retain the factory grill and attach in our tweeter. This is the factory one here. It's a little bit smaller than our Rockford. So this guy attaches into the factory mount and then bolts together, and we have a tweeter mounted into the location, which is kind of cool. So that stays put. And what that's going to look like is this is the back piece here. This is the middle piece. Yes, this is the middle piece. It's got a little notch, and then this is the front piece. So this will go over, the notch is on the tweeter housing, so this slides over that. And this is the size of the tweeter hole, as it were. And then this is the size of our tweeter. So this is the piece that screws onto the tweeter mount. We drill holes through it, and this becomes our base to attach the rest of these pieces that'll allow us to screw it into place and retain that factory tweeter mount. Otherwise, you got to rebuild this whole area here, and this of course is too big, and yeah. So we have the factory tweeter. Now these are for the rear speakers. As you'll notice, most of the Dodge speakers have this. It's a 3-hole, have these little things sticking off, and our speaker's a little bit bigger, so we've made it. You can kind of see the shape there where it still exists. So this will go into place, and it's only an 1/8 of an inch because we just needed a hair more. Because in the back, they have this bracing that can't be cut out because that is actually what holds the window in place. So you can't go super deep, and of course we can't come out of the door. We have to keep it very minimalist. So all we needed was an 1/8 of an inch, because you're gonna have foam here. There's foam on the back of that. So it fits, dry fits like this. So we'll get probably another 1/16 of an inch, which is great. That'll be perfect. So that'll keep that into the rear doors. Right now, Fernando is working on sound treating the doors. So we're getting, this gets roadkill for all the way around. So sound treatment all the way around. All done up to this area here. Of course, the other side here, this stuff sounds nice and good. As if you come back here and see, hollow. So this side is already done. You can see the black inside of there. So that's all ready to go. He's finishing up that. Let's go take a look at the door panels. So the fronts are done. He's been waiting on me. I just finished this. We took the drays off and we added in this Rockford logo here. So that replaces the dray. It's tiny. It's really tiny. So a lot of detail went into. Yeah, so a lot of detail went into that little tiny thing. Now on the back side of the doors, is the sound treatment. So you want to cover as many of the seams as you can on the back side of the door, so that all these areas here don't rattle, because that's where a lot of your rattles come from. Things like this. So you want to put as much on the back. That's very important. This is where a lot of the rattles come from that you're going to hear inside the car. You know, you're not going to hear outside. Well, most of the time you're not going to hear like this because it's down low, but those door panels inside with all those overlapping pieces, they make a ton of noise and they buzz, and so that's where you want to spend your time. All right, so now as far as power goes for this, we're going with the M5. So we have the M5 1001, and then we have the M5. These things they love getting dusty. So we have the 8004 and the 1001. We're gonna have two sets of these for front and rear that have to go in. And then we have the DSR1 somewhere. Now the cool thing is the rear seat entertainment factory. Does it play Durango? No, it's not factory. He actually added these on. These are not factory, and it does not play Blu-ray. It's just a DVD. There's another one that's supposed to be here, but he had to have some service done on this seat, and so that's what that cable is right there. So if we have time, we'll play with that, but not today. The factory amplifier is located right there. So that's our factory amp buried deep down inside of that. So next is pulling that out and using my iData harness, an ACH something. I have to figure out what wires are active, meaning we're pretty sure the tweeters and the doors are active. We know the mid bass are. It's just these are where the rear tweeters are going. And there again, he wants some rear. He has no rear sound. He likes rear sound. So that's why we opted to go ahead. Yeah, because normally I wouldn't, but he was like, no. And I was like, all right, well, let's do it. Because he hates the way it sounds from the factory now. So we're going to make sure that's not the problem. But we have to find out, did they run, is this a stereo rear? Because sometimes they're not. And we'll go from there. Have you seen the kickers? No, I haven't. I really didn't have any time to deal with the internet this weekend. Rockford P2s. No, this is actually going to be P3s. It's a 1,000 watt amp, man. The thing bangs all day. If you had your choice, would you do one 12-inch or two 8-inch subs? I've actually done that before. I had 2 8s in a band pass in one of my cars. It was really nice. If you've never done it, you know, you can have a lot of fun designing cool boxes for 2 8s. I would definitely give it a go. You guys, on Wednesday you'll get Mike from Paragon Distributing, or Paragon, either way. We got a chance to take a listen to his Stinger, and he's got 4 6.5s in it. It's also got like 2,000 watts. But anyways, that was kind of cool. I believe it was an April Fool's joke. It probably was. Afternoon, what type of plastic do you use on the amp racks? We use 2 different types of plastic. We either use blown PVC or ABS. Most of the time it's ABS, 1/4 inch. It just depends where it's going, how rigid it has to be, how big is the panel. But yeah, tech tip of the day. Man, I gotta be honest with you, everything has just been going so fast this morning. I haven't really, proper planning. I guess that would be your best tech tip. Make sure that when you're gonna do something, you kind of plan it out. In this case, like today, Fernando started on the sound treatment, and while he's doing that, I'm kind of going behind him and building all the speaker brackets. That way we can move through this as fast as possible. Any more 911 videos on the horizon? No, actually, we don't have any that have, no, we don't have any that are pre-recorded that we have to edit. It's just regular videos. We'll keep an eye out. The other thing too is it's just how busy we are and when they come in, and do we have time to film them, because we know you guys love them, that's for sure. So any opportunity we get, we try to, but we don't always have the chance. My installer is too good, puts great ideas in my mind, and then I have to have it. Dude, totally understand. I'm trying to think. That's about it. Today is Monday, which means at 6:30 on Facebook we'll be live. Make sure you stay tuned. Next 2 days, Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to be up in Springfield, Mass. at the Go Fast Expo. Is it called the Go Fast Expo? Yeah, so we'll be at the Go Fast Expo. We fly out tomorrow, catch a plane. So this is going to be a weird one because we catch a plane tomorrow afternoon. We fly up there, do our thing, fly back, and then we got to come back and we got to finish this. So it's gonna be fun. Oh, all right, Fernando, you'd know this better than me. Do you think UNC or Kansas City tonight? Basketball.
Oh, I don't.
March Madness.
Wow. Who is it?
UNC or Kansas City?
Oh, I have no idea.
I think it's this.
I would lie if I say something.
I'm shocked.
I don't know.
You're not a March Madness kind of guy, or May Madness, or whatever month that is. April, May. What month is this? April. So it's March Madness. I at least know that.
Yeah.
Need to get Fernando on side check. Dude, Bobby, you know how it is, man. He's got the kids and the kid, and he's got to play daddy at nighttime. It's hard to do stuff like that. Yeah.
No.
Well, no, not really, but it's close first, close second. No sound in my right until I put Morel Integras with some power. Okay, no sound in my rear until I put Morel Integras with some power, of course. There you go. That's apparently Sue says UNC, so we'll go with what Sue said.
There you go.
Kansas City by a little. Ooh.
Wow.
So I honestly don't know, but if she said, go Browns. I think that's Bob. That's wishful thinking. That is definitely wishful thinking. Yeah. I mean, hey, if the Bucks can go to the Super Bowl and win, why can't the Browns? I mean, other than the Tom Brady thing.
They were so close.
Yeah.
They were so close.
Yeah. Kansas, not Kansas City. I'm sorry. I don't mean to confuse the two. It's college, so those things mean a lot. I totally understand it. But I'm not a sports guy, so you have to work with me here. That is for sure. Anyways, I was going to say, tonight, 6:30, make sure you tune in.
Facebook.
To Facebook. Also, if you haven't ordered an IRTA.
Oh,
did you? Yeah, they got to order IRTAs so we can get some out. I'll be getting them ready to go since we're going out of town. I'll be getting everything ready to go tonight. So if you've been waiting, tonight's the night. Make sure you head over there to DNF Tool Drum, pick yourself up an IRTA.
Yes.
Get that thing out to you tonight for sure. Did you see I changed the 5-star thing to the IRTA?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It was the only picture I had, so I went with that. Oh, look at Oscar. Oscar's getting all fresh with people. He says, Weber fan is a weak boy, can't handle his liquor. Lame boy. All right, let's... Oh, and then he's going back, hey, man, it was a strong drink.
They hang out together.
I was going to say, they apparently hang out together. Oh, man, dude, that...
They both drunk. That's problem.
That could be too. How many IRTAs have you sold? Honestly, I don't know. That's not my job. My job is just to promote and tell you guys to buy them.
So buy them.
So buy them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we have plenty, so... It's an awesome tool that everyone should have.
It's an amazing tool. It's a 2-channel.
Screw a distortion detector. You can do that with your ears.
Dude. It's a 2-channel.
I'm joking, by the way. I'm joking. Okay. You didn't really have to tell him, Sue, but 55 is the answer. Okay, cool. But no. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing else. It's Monday. You know, we're just trying to get through the day.
That's pretty much
Got a lot of plans, so a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. Not enough. Everyone go buy one. Oh, for sure. I mean, everybody needs one. I mean, Oscar's got one. I mean, dude, it's like, I don't know. It was a game changer for me as soon as I could see the electrical signal coming out of a car. That totally changed how I thought about doing installs. Just because now I could, there was no guesswork.
Yeah.
You know, I hate guesswork. Alpine ILX F511 or the High 10. By the way, I bought the Illusion Audio. Ooh, C3CX. I got to tell you right now, man, that if you're not going to do the Toshlink thing, the only reason why you buy High 10, dude, that new Alpine is pretty sweet. Friday's video for you guys is going to be Eric Brooks. We had the time to spend with Eric Brooks from Alpine, and we go over the whole lineup of Alpine while we were at Knowledge Fest Vegas. So we take you from all the products from beginning to end. That's going to be the video you guys are going to get Friday. So if you're on the fence and you want to, I haven't seen it yet. I'm not done editing it, so I don't know how much time we spend on the radio, but I do know we cover it quite well. We'll also be doing an unboxing here in the next couple weeks. But the new Alpine stuff is pretty dope. Have you ordered... Oh, yes. We have all the Helix. The Helix tune pack is coming at some point. Yeah. But I mean, it's the polarity tester. We already have that. I mean, it's the same one that Brian sells at Mobile Solutions. It's a PT9A Plus. So we've already got 3 of them. But one more is always cool. Any experience with critical mass equipment? Sorry, man, none at all. Thoughts on American Base XD8 inch sub on a Kicker CX 800.1 at 1 ohm. If that sub can handle 800 watts, that Kicker will put it to it. I'm not a super woofer guy. I've seen them. They look neat. They look like they should do it. If you build the right box, that amp will give it 800 watts all day long. Actually, it'll give it more than 800 watts. It'll give it 900 watts. The cool thing about that amplifier, if you saw the amp dyno we did on that amplifier, the likelihood of you getting that amp to turn off is pretty damn thin, because it'll work from 9 volts all the way up and keep playing. So it's what do they call it? I think it's called a boost power supply in that thing. It's pretty badass. All right. Listen, guys, I'd love to stay in chat, but save your questions tonight at 6:30 over on the Facebooks. We'll take more. We'll have fun. We'll talk about whatever it is you guys want to. We're going to go now so I can get this back to this car part and dig out this factory amplifier and keep going on this cool Durango. You guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Got that morning cough.
Oh, dude.
Afternoon cough.
The whole night.
I didn't hear it.
I'm sorry.
Were you? I didn't hear a thing. Dude, I passed out. Dude. We're at the... Was this a Sheraton?
This is the Sheraton.
We're at the Sheraton in Massachusetts. Go Fast Solutions. Getting ready to start. Apparently it's raining out there. Oh, there's a thing. Here's the sky. It's still dark. But, yeah, we made it. We're here. Got it in last evening, yesterday evening. I tell you what, these beds are so comfortable, or I was just really, really tired.
With the pillows, man.
I don't know. I don't even think I had a head on a pillow. We got stuck last night. We didn't get stuck. We were having a great time talking with everybody last night, and then we ran into Alpine at the end of the evening, and we ended up spending way too long talking with Alpine.
That was great.
It was a great. I wouldn't have missed it for the world. Those guys are awesome. Talked about some of the cool new stuff, which you guys are gonna learn all about on Friday. Get it out, man. Get it out. Dude, he literally just popped out of the shower, so I was waiting for him to get out before I went live. Had a really hard time getting up this morning, but we got a bunch of work to do. If you guys are coming to Go Fast today, make sure if you see us running around like goofballs, stop and say hi.
We're here. Come and say hi.
That's right. Got the camera all set up here with the rain poncho. Mine's over here with another rain poncho. The convention center's across the street. All that coffee. Thank you, Phil. But yeah, no. So we got a full day ahead planned ahead of us. So we got here last night, and we had 10 minutes to run across the street and go see the show floor. There's a ton of cars there. A ton of cars. It's really nice. Later today, we're going to go onto YouTube, and I'm going to do a tour of the place. So make sure to follow that or find that. It'll be on the regular 5-Star Network. There's a McLaren there from DS18 that...
Wow.
I don't even know how to describe it.
It's wow.
Other than, like, if Nicki Minaj met a McLaren. So, definitely want to...
She has the Lambo bag.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe...
No.
Maybe Britney Spears?
No, that's... I was thinking more like Vanilla Ice or something like that.
No, Vanilla Ice was never tacky.
Really?
Yeah. No, he wasn't tacky. Dude, he had a Mustang. I don't know. All I gotta say is I want you guys to see this. Alpine is here. They have their JL Jeep here with the first installed new JL 509, I think it is.
50, yes.
50 something WRA JL. So they have that here. Sound Digital's here with a classic
This is a new one.
Power Beast. We'll just call it that. And a handful of others. There's a ton of others. We didn't get a lot of time, so I was just kind of like, I was just doing this. Okay, and then like everyone out. But alright, you know which comment I'm laughing at. That was hilarious. So it has a lot of stuff in the back like Nikki. Honestly, I never even saw the back of the car. So,
no. But
yeah, that was a good one. But we're here. I think registration starts at 7:00.
Yes, sir.
So we'll hopefully see a bunch of... I was surprised how many people stayed the night last night. Like,
yeah.
Come on, man. That's not really a question. That's not a question. It depends what you're doing.
What's the question?
It says, what sub is better, Sundown or Rockford? And he's yelling at me because his caps button must be stuck.
Well, yell back.
I don't know. It depends what you're trying to do, man. Depends what you're trying to do. I feel like they both have a great variety of subwoofers.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of,
What do you like?
What you like. I mean, that T3 subwoofer is pretty solid, but there again, Sundown has some gigantic beasts of woofers that are just amazing. So,
for sure.
Don't buy too much, don't buy too little. That's all I gotta say. We are going to head down. They have a breakfast, so if you're coming there for the Go Fast, they do have I think they have a breakfast or something set up. I don't know. We're gonna be filming, so we won't have time to eat, so we're headed down right now to actually get us some breakfast before we start filming. So we're gonna let you go at this. Don't forget to, yes, where it's nice and warm in Jacksonville, Florida. It's cold here. Oh God, it's like 50 something. Oh, it's miserable.
Yeah. That's right.
But make sure to tune in later today. probably sometime in the noonish area over on the 5-Star Network. We'll be doing a live tour of the show floor. Check it all out. But until then, you guys have a great morning. It's so early.
We'll catch you guys later.
We will. See ya.
Bye.
Made it over to the convention center across the street. And even though I said we're going to go live later today on YouTube, it's really quiet here because we're early, naturally. And I kind of wanted to give you guys a special kind of like first look while it's nice and quiet. Because later it's going to be loud and I'll be yelling and all that. But I figured I'd take you guys around the show floor and just show you everything, get you kind of like up to speed at the GoFest Mobile Expo. We got our badges. So that's kind of cool. It's brought to you by DS18. All right, so we're gonna do this kind of quick, but let's start over here. All right, so first car up, this is Vox. This is one of the cool new products I'm really digging. I want to get one of these for the girls at some point. This is a little jump box that goes up underneath your seat. So if you ever have a dead battery, just hit the button and it starts your car. And it's not just car audio. So like this company here, they make lights and tailgate covers, and there's Rydeen over there, Rockford, and then Lucas Lighting.
My second favorite team.
There's one better than me? What the heck? Okay, all right, yeah. Okay, I'll take that. Alpine is here. They have a Jeep. There's the JL coming back over Memphis. This is one of the showrooms, one of the classrooms. This is going to be a food area and a presentation. There's a big stage. We'll do a keynote. Coming back around, KX Glow Lighting, Weston, obviously truck parts, Jeep parts. The MEA is here. They have a booth. New film. So this is going to be tint. More ceramic tint. Nice Grand Cherokee. Then we have Sound Digital with the Nova. First Tech has the alarm stuff here, and then right across from it is ADS with some of the stuff from ADS. A lot of the new parts we showed you guys a couple of weeks back. The new F250 bezel. This one I haven't seen yet. So this is cool. So this is for a Mustang. If you have the Mustang with the little tiny radio, this is gonna be for that. So you actually keep, this goes in front of the factory radio. It's pretty cool. Hopefully we'll get to talk more about that one day on the show. Let's keep going here. We have Kenwood is here. On this side across from there is Boss. On that side right there is going to be Dual. And then JVC is there. Another classrooms, Metra. Let's move back around over here. Keep going. Hear the music already. Hopefully they won't shut us down. Coming around the corner, branding is Caring, Sirius XM. Go Fast is here with, this is obviously their event, but they are a Triton. So they will have this to show about the Triton. And moving on this side is DS18, another big sponsor. They have a T-Rex. They have a little Go Fast. And then this is that car I was talking about this morning. Like, it's just, look at it sparkle. And then you come back around. So there's, yeah. All right, keep going. We got Race Sport Lighting. This is where the kicker guys are. You guys know Ken Bundy. He's here, along with Carlos. So kicker, and then last over here in the corner is Diamond Audio. And then back, that takes us back over here to the stage. To this, oh my gosh, I almost forgot Sony. So there's the Sony guys. They're still setting up. Apparently they didn't get the memo. I don't know. Good morning. So that's what the show floor looks like. We'll be, of course, I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to be doing a lot of fun stuff today. So we're pretty excited to be here, pretty excited to be part of this. I'm happy that Go Fast reached out to us and asked us to come out here and do this. Weather is not being nice. It is raining, yucky. You know, hey, you can't win them all. It is cold. So they got this cool little tent area here at the front. But yeah, so let me show you what the weather looks like right now. This is what we got going on here in Massachusetts. Crown's Fried Chicken and Pizza. So if you're trying to find the place, just put in your maps, Crown's Fried Chicken and Pizza. That sounds like a lunch winner right there. But, yep. So the show should start here in the next 20 minutes or so. We got up early, way too early in my mind, to get here and make sure we're all set and ready to do this. Being at their beck and call. If they need us to do something, we're here, we're ready. It's going to be a long day. Get excited. We're going to take you guys on the journey, as much of it as we can. So that's it. That's all I got. That's what we're doing for now. So Go Fast Solutions. If you guys aren't here at the expo, don't forget later on today, YouTube, we'll do a live. Guys will be here, we'll try to talk to people, or just, I don't know. It'll be a mess. But so you guys are lucky you got to see it while it's still quiet. Can't wait. All right, I'm in it there. See you guys. Bye. Are you on the second click? There you go. Might have to just shut the door, because I don't think it stops.
Did you show them this? Yeah.
I showed them that. I can get it from the passenger side. Yeah. You ready for a nap?
I'm
About to pass out. Sparked Innovations. No, Sparkling Clean. Sparkling Clean. Sparkling Clean Auto. I know. I saw Spark and I was like, oh, that guy. But Sparkling Clean Auto. Should have him come clean my car. Good day, everyone. How's everybody doing? It is Thursday, I believe, right? It's Thursday? It is Thursday. And we got a couple minutes. We got another car we got to get to, because there's no rest for the weary. We got in last night. Was it 3?
I got home.
You got home at 3. I was going to say, I remember looking at my clock. It was like 2:30 when we were going across the causeway.
I got home at 3, big shower, 3:30.
Yeah. The plane got in late. Hello from Atlanta Airport, fellas. I see you made it home. We barely made it home. We barely made it home. Let's talk about that for a minute, because why not?
Yeah.
So yesterday, if you guys caught the show, we were at Go Fast Solutions up in Springfield, Massachusetts. We had a great time up there. Thank those guys so much. If you're in that area, yeah, hopefully you got to come out to the show. You saw us running around like fools. We were having a great time. We met a lot of people, talked to more manufacturers. We had a wonderful conversation with Alpine Tuesday night. We stayed up way too late talking to them. Ouch. What's Josh say? This is Josh Brown, by the way.
Oh, that's Josh.
Bowen. Let's just say Josh. You should just go on with Josh. We don't need your last name.
It's a multiple Josh.
There's only one Josh.
No, it's 2.
Who's the other one?
It's one from JUC and one from Kenwood. You never met the other guy?
No, God. They look strikingly similar.
I know.
But anyways, no. In there again, we had a great time with Josh also.
Yeah.
But we had a spectacular time. Everyone we ran into up in that area is super cool. Go Fast guys were great.
Yeah.
All the vendors that we of course know, we got to hang out with and see and have a good time. Tommy Who came through at the very end to save our bacon. Fernando, we were so up against the wall, and as far as time went, and then our flight got delayed.
Yeah.
It really saved us. Like, it was the first time a delayed flight was a good thing, but then it kept getting delayed. But apparently Ubers in Springfield, Massachusetts are useless. So if you're ever there and are going to rely on an Uber, rent a car.
Or if you are Uber,
Do your job.
Step
But
it up.
I would just rent a car. Honestly, if you're going, just rent a car next. Matthew found that out the hard way when it took him 2.5 hours to go to a Walmart that was 10 minutes away. So he missed dinner with us that we had.
Yeah. What?
I was just thinking of the phrase that pays from dinner. Yeah, can't repeat that. Anyways, maybe tonight. On High Five show. I can say it at his show. No, we went for barbecue. We hung out with a bunch of dudes. We had a great time. Lynn was there, formerly with the MEA, so we got to see one of our old friends that is no longer in the industry. That was really cool. We got to meet the 12-volt chick.
Yeah.
Annie. I think she goes by Annie.
Yeah.
I was just calling her 12-volt chick. If you've never seen her, she has a YouTube channel. We're going to get her on, her and her husband. They run a shop, and I think she does installation. We didn't have a lot of time to talk.
They do installation.
But it'd be really cool to get them on at some point later this year.
Scroll that so you can see. Hang on. Go down a little bit.
That's it. That's all the way down.
No, up.
Oh, up.
Slowly. Go more, until you find MEG sales.
Oh, is MEG sales on there?
Yeah. And they just come in something really nice.
You could have just showed it to me. Josh is correcting my my pronunciation of his last name. Like people ever get my last name right.
All right. What did he say?
Stone Crab Claw. Oh, yeah, Stone Crab Claw. All right, so for those of you guys who are Stone Crab Claw fans, as you know, a lot of people are. They're super expensive. Kelly, regional sales manager of Kenwood, came down here with MAG. We went out with MAG Sales, which is
First time
Bill Freeman, which you guys know Bill Freeman, and Sajecki, his boss. And it was the first time we'd ever gone. They wanted to go to a super, super cool steakhouse, like Ruth Chris style steakhouse. It was Charlie's Steakhouse.
Yeah.
It's a chain. I know some of you guys might have that. Anyways, he ordered these crab claws, which we finally got the story behind why he just thought they were going to be reasonably priced. They were like $25 a piece. And he got 2 for everybody, and there was like 8 of us. So you can do the math there.
Like $45.
Were they $45 a piece? They were stupid money a piece, okay?
$45 a piece.
Anyways, it was a really fun night. So to answer your question, Bill, yes, we did talk about that because Kelly picked up the bill at dinner for us. And I was like, this is substantially cheaper than Charlie's.
You're a cheaper dinner.
Yeah, it was a much cheaper dinner. I just, had some sausage with jalapeno cheddar sausage.
Yeah.
That was really good. All right, so anyways, Go Fast thing was awesome. We had a spectacular time. Everybody is super cool. They got a great group of people. One of their salesmen won Salesman of the Year for...
Jonathan Mercado won Salesman
of the Year.
Yep.
So
and then Bob Hernandez, and then Dave.
Yep.
All the Go Fast Solution guys.
They got like an army. So let's be honest. If you're going to start naming all of them, I that's why I didn't want to, because I didn't want to leave anybody out. Because everyone was super cool. The whole team was great. They were super nice to us. We had a wonderful time. Everybody took care of us. We hopefully took care of them. We're going to have a video about the show because it was really neat. It was a really nice show. But flight-wise, Tommy Who saved our day because Fernando had to run over to the Basketball Hall of Fame and film the $1 million, the $500,000, and the $250,000 shots. I'll save you the head. Nobody won. Somebody got really freaking close on the quarter.
Yeah.
He was 1 away. He got 3 out of 4, and it didn't matter. But they didn't give you a quarter or 3/4 of the that would have been cool. But no, you had to. It was so...
No, that was great.
But it was really cool.
Okay.
They gave away a ton of stuff, but lunch was good. Lunch was good because we were starving. So let's be honest. What?
Pretty much. That's right.
Yeah, but we had a wonderful time. But back to Tuesday, the day we left. So the day we left Tuesday, I got into work at really, really freaking early because we knew we were going to leave. And we wanted to make sure, because the Durango is still here.
Yep.
and we wanted to make sure that when we came back, it was more or less done as far as the install part goes. We knew we'd still have to tune it and stuff like that.
Right.
So this morning we came in. We had to button up a few little pieces here and there and tune it, and I think we've been done for about an hour and a half now, but he had a few little things that he needed us to do, like he had to have his seat serviced, and he wanted us to put the headrest monitor back in, and we, of course, have never done monitors like this, so it took us a minute to figure out how they go in. So that was fun. But we did it. And, of course, we actually ate lunch because we got in super late. So we got there Tuesday, direct flight, was super awesome. And then last night, weather sucked, but we were going to be late for the plane. And Tommy had driven. Tommy's been driving all over the world for the last 2.5 weeks, between all these shows and visiting dealers and stuff like that. So we had his car there, and we're like, hey, Tommy, hey, buddy, can you maybe get us to the airport on time?
Yeah.
And so Fernando went and filmed. We chased after him in Tommy's car. He got done. We jumped in the car. We made it to the airport. And if the plane would have been on time, we would have been perfect. We would have had to run a little bit, do some OJ jumping over the stuff.
We still did,
but we made it back. Yeah. Okay. So because our plane was super late and kept getting later and later, our connecting flight out of Illinois, we had 10 minutes to get from the gate in Illinois of like A3 or A6
to B23.
to B23.
Dude, that's
And
long.
I'm going to tell you right now, he's got short little legs, but those little legs, he works them really fast, because we were booking it, and we flew Southwest, and we always pay for pre-board, because we're ballers like that, spend the extra 20. So we were like, and B23 is in the back corner of this airport, and we had to, everyone was waiting to get on a plane, and it was like just a mob scene, and we're trying to get up to the front of the queue because we were in the second. If everyone's flown Southwest, they have 1 through 30 and then 31 through 60, and we of course were 31 and 32, so we had to get up to that corner, and it was like, get out of the way, we paid for this shit, and we didn't say that. We were both really tired, and of course kind of out of breath, but we made it, and then we're almost ready to board, and they're like, flight's delayed. We're like, oh, dude. And we both had to pee, and we're like, do we go to the bathroom and come back? Do we take turns? What do we do? And we're like, no, we'll just stay here. And the flight crew was running late. Then we finally get on the plane, and then the plane isn't taking off. And we're like, why is the plane taking off?
All right.
Okay.
What's this? Josh, send me this.
Oh, it's Matthew. Oh, they played his birthday? Oh, this was at the pizza place that we missed out on. All right, hold on, guys. Wait a minute. All right, start it over. All right. So this is, you guys know Matthew.
That's Matthew, right?
All right, so they pretended like it was his birthday. Oh, it was his birthday, I think. A couple days ago.
Yeah.
So they got him a little cake. He is so embarrassed.
Happy birthday to you.
Nice. That is so cool. Oh, he was so embarrassed. That was so funny.
Good job, Josh.
Josh is the man.
Josh.
All right, question. If I put 1,000 microfarad capacitor in line with my remote turn-on wire, would that stop my speaker from popping when I turn the car off? Not necessarily. Not necessarily, because you have to figure out what's causing the turn on and off pop. There's a lot of magical things you can do, but I get what you're trying to do, just trying to keep it on for a little bit longer. Sometimes, yes, that will fix the problem. Sometimes it won't, because it depends on what the problem is. Sometimes the turn off pop is actually happening inside of the unit. Sometimes it isn't. So, give it a try. See what happens. I don't know. I wish I had a better answer for you. Told him it was his birthday. There you go.
So it's funny.
His birthday was recently, though. Maybe it's not. I don't know.
No, it's funny to talk about that because when we went with Sajeki and Bill to Dallas.
Oh, they said it was your birthday.
Del Frisco's, remember?
Yeah, Del Frisco's. They said it was Fernando's birthday.
And dude,
that was a good piece of cake.
That was a good piece of cake.
Yeah, I mean, why not get the free dessert?
Oh, why not? Yeah.
Hey.
Next time. It's my birthday.
Dean, you going to Base Wars on Monday? No, man. I'm all right. So speaking of time off, so we're not doing a Saturday show this week because I actually have this Saturday off. I have some family stuff I have to do.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, you did. I've only been talking about it all week. I'm really looking to upgrade my audio in my 2018 Accord. I already have subs, but I don't want to spend over the top money. Any suggestions? It all depends on what system you have. If we're talking base model, that's perfectly fine. Get a nice 4-channel amplifier, something that has high level built into it so that you don't have to add an external high level to low level adapter. Obviously, we're going to recommend something with a DSP. That's entirely up to you. Morel, I would do what's called a front stage upgrade, meaning concentrate all your effort on the front speakers. Don't worry about the rear. The rear's in the back. You're not going to hear it. But buy a really nice set of components. I was going to say Morel makes the Maximus with a US on the end. Set of 6.5 components. It's the best game in town. It's the best deal in town. Those fit in that car really nice. Get a nice 4-channel amplifier to power them, or get a really nice 2-channel amplifier, or get a 4-channon amplifier with a DSP that'll have 4 channels of input, 2 channels of output. There's a couple of them out there. Ground Zero makes one. Audio Control makes one. There's a bunch of them. I would do what's called biamping, meaning take channel 1 and 2, put it on the tweeners, 3 and 4, put it on the mid. The Honda Accord is super. It's not a killer thing to run speaker wires through the doors, but that's what I would do, and you could probably do it pretty reasonable. It's
Maximus Ultra are good.
In fairness, it was Elias's idea. I can understand that.
I know.
Yeah,
Elias
I can see Elias do that. Family comes first. Oh yeah, and dude, I saw the itinerary. They sent me an email of the itinerary for Saturday.
Oh, nice.
Oh no.
You ride to work?
No, oh god, no. But it reads like you're getting left behind if you screw up one thing.
Really?
Oh yeah, this is like a scavenger hunt it's crazy. Awesome, thanks for your suggestion. No problem. All right, let's go over this truck real quick because that's kind of why we tuned on. Thank you guys for playing along. For those of you guys that don't know what this is a Durango that we got in the other day. We'll go through what we did to it. First things first, we kept the factory radio. This guy right here. Now this had the Beats by Dre system in it, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If you have a Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, whatever, you can use an Amp Pro or an AR/DSR1 to reprogram this radio to get a preamp section. Ooh. For the love of God, people, stop asking if you could put an LC7i in here. You do not need to. Okay, that was the PSA for the day. Moving on. So we got this radio, had the Beats by Dre logos in the doors. We took those off. We put Rockford logos because this guy is a super cool Rockford fan. He wanted all Rockford speakers in here. 2 sets of T2 components. Got a T2 tweeter here, T2 mid there. Second T2 mid there. And in the back has these tweeters right here. They were like 2.5-inch mids that made no sound. So we put the Rockford tweeter there. There's the 2 sets. In the back, 2 P310s in the factory ported enclosure. I was gonna say we'll have to see if we can get this out. Question on the IRT: at low volumes, it seems to have noise. If I recall, a slight spike at 60 hertz. When it turns the source volume up, it's higher. Yes, that is perfectly normal. It's reading the electrical from. Yes, let's just say it's normal, and the engineer had explained it all to me, and I was like, sounds great, because it was like a year and a half ago, but yes, that is perfectly normal. All right, so what we have is the Rockford M series. So this is the M8004, M1001.
800?
Did I say?
8,000, that's too much.
804, 1001, T-Spec power distribution block. So as you can see, there's 2 fuses there, and in the middle that is the ground. So we have power and ground coming out of that. And if you're wondering why there's no 5-star logo there, it's because the ground is actually up inside of it, so you wouldn't be able to see it. RCAs are none. Everything is soldered all together. Power wire goes this way, speaker wire goes that way. In this truck, the factory amplifier is located right here. So if you pull that pocket out, you got to pull the whole side of the car off. But Inside of there is where the factory amplifier is. So your DSR1 is located right there. Underneath this is the, so this is weird. Oh, this is for to get the tire down. So that's how you get the tire down. This is the factory subwoofer. So in most, it's right here, like in the Jeeps. But in this one, they put it here for some reason. So underneath this is where all the passive crossovers are. So we made a bracket and all of the, you know, that mimics the bottom of the subwoofer. So that is where all the passives are. Because this is not an active system, it's passive, because we need an 8-channel amp to do that, and that's what that is. As far as the IRTA thing, go back to that for a second. That's one thing we'll show it doing that so that people know it's normal. Because we're gonna film a couple videos here in the next couple weeks about like how to use different apps with it. But yeah, and then when you really expand out on, and of course it appears obviously. But no, it's a power. It's reading a power source from the phone, so something like that. But it's normal, and it doesn't affect. It's in an inaudible amount of output, so you actually don't see it or hear it. Bye cargo space. Okay, so remember this is the third row. So you can fold the seats down, and that box has an umbilical cord, so you can push the box all the way forward.
Has grills.
So here's the dilemma. As we've always said before, anytime you're looking to do a system in a car, there's always going to be some
sacrifice
that has to be made. There's always going to be, you're going to have to give and take. All right, you're asking to do something in a vehicle, and you want a lot of bass. So the factory puts a small 6-inch in that little area. That's the most, you could probably put another 6-inch there and get a little bit more bass. You could put it in the side panel, maybe get a little bit more bass, but you're not gonna get the bass that's gonna do. So then you say, all right, well, I want my cargo space all the time. All right, well, then you can't have a ton of bass. You know, so I'm gonna put 112 off to one side. All right, well, you still have half the amount of space. Oh, I'll do a downside firing box, which is what we were originally gonna do, but then by the time we spec'd it out and did all the measurements, it was like it was going to be this much shorter than the factory box, and I was like, let's just fire them back, we'll get way more bass. So there's always something that is going to have to be given up or sacrificed. So it's just figuring out what it is you're willing to give up, what it is you're willing to do, and then you just make it happen, and you kind of go with that. Yeah. Nothing wrong with all Rockford. I generally enjoy these installs, nice and loud. 100%. He's a big Rockford fan. DSP'd the crap out of this thing, because not really, it's with Rockford, but it's great. Oh my gosh, I love doing these systems also because they are so much fun. I mean, which is kind of funny I say that, because honestly every system is fun. This one is, dude, they all sound great. I just say that I really enjoy pretty much doing this in every car, but you got to be playing music in order for the volume to work. Yep.
Ready?
Yep, I'm ready. Go, man. Oh, Fernando's hitting it up. Wow, the Durango must sound violent. Well, let's put some subs in it and destroy my iPhone mic or some bass. Where's the bass mounted? Where is the bass knob mounted? Funny you should ask the bass knob question. Thank you. See you. All right. So let me show you where the bass knob is mounted. Wait, no. Wait. No. Wait. Hold on. Media. Audio. Equalizer. This is the bass knob.
Of course, has to be.
Yeah. Hold on, let me turn it. Go ahead. All right, go ahead. Play something.
I'm gonna play bass. My phone is loading. Hang on. Okay.
All right, so this is the subwoofer level control. And now you're saying, wait a minute, it says bass. No. When you do a DSR1, we can turn it on in a minute. When you do DSR1, this can be programmed as subwoofer level control. Not only that, if you come in here and do the speed volume adjust, this is punch bass. So this is punch bass plus 9. This is punch bass. So this comes up halfway. So this takes you to 12 o'clock on the punch bass. This adds another quarter. and then this is punch bass all the way up. So you, when doing DSR1 or AR, can repurpose these. So he was super excited. So for now, doing it this way, we don't have to put two knobs, one for punch bass, one for volume. It's totally controlled through the factory radio. So we've allowed, we don't have to mount or try to like find like, oh, I gotta put a bass knob, you know. No, we don't have to. It's right there.
Factory. Everything looks like
it is factory. It's pretty awesome. So that is actually our subwoofer level control. Pretty awesome. All right, play some bass. Do it again. All right, here. I don't know if you'll be able to hear this on the phone. Maybe, maybe not. All right, so there's playing some bass. Bass goes down.
like it.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that what they always say? That's pretty cool, right?
Left. You have to say.
It's awesome, correct? Yeah, you don't need that.
It's pretty cool. Left.
Next thing, yeah, so they can utilize the space to the right. No, I kind of want that space for air. That's why I didn't do that. I want the space for air. I don't want to partition that area up. I want that whole area to be a nice solid air chamber. I don't want things in there. I want to make sure there's plenty of air around those woofers. So if I partition it and give him a place to push it, he's going to fill it with more shit than he needs. And I'm going to tell him, listen, don't put anything under here now, because you got a pocket over here. You got you got lots of room in this car. Don't be jamming stuff on these amplifiers.
Right.
They need room to breathe.
That's right.
I don't like bass knobs, but at low volume, everything sounds balanced. When I crank it up, the bass is so much louder, it drowns everything else out. Is there a way to fix that? Or is the solution a knob? So, you have two options. One, obviously a knob. Two, there might be something wrong with the way you set up your gain structure. There's actually three. There might be something wrong with the way the gain structure is set up, or there's some form of a problem. Like you're trying to get too much bass too soon, and your mids and high amplifier is running out of power, and your sub amp, of course, is going way up higher than it should. How you overcome, which is more than likely what's happening. You have way too much power in the subs, not enough on the mids and highs. But at low volumes, in order to get sound out of the subs, you turn them up. How you avoid that is buying a radio that has a loudness feature built into it. And there again, if you can't do an aftermarket radio, totally understand. But the loudness feature built into these aftermarket radios, such as Kenwood, Pioneer, Sony I think has it too. Alpine doesn't, I think, because they just use their MX circuit, which don't use that. You can, whatever, don't. But anyways, loudness is designed to give you a bass and treble boost at low frequencies, at low volumes. And then as you turn the volume up, they start to roll off. So if you ever get an opportunity to sit in the car with an aftermarket radio, go into the audio setting, turn on loudness, use it on low, maybe medium tops, because as you go low, medium, high, what it's doing is it's applying more of that curve longer. Most of the time, low is adequate for low-level listening to add impact and vibrancy back to the music. And then as you turn it up, it levels off. And then the louder you get, the less bass. And, the frequencies that your ears are super sensitive to, high frequency and low frequencies, tend to roll off. The opposite of this is what happens in a factory car, and that's why AccuBass exists. AccuBass exists to defeat or add to or correct bass roll-off, which is caused from the factory loudness circuit built into the radio. So it is going back in and adding that to it. So, and the reason why AccuBass isn't auto-done is because they don't know in every car where how they set up the loudness, meaning at what volume is it rolling down. So it's not like every car just uses a generic loudness. They use the generic loudness curve, but how long it stays on for is where it varies. Do you use bass blockers for the tweeters when you wire it in biamp mode? If the amplifier does not have a 10-time multiplier switch or the ability to cross over the tweeters at the frequency they need to be crossed over at, 100% use the tweeter crossover portion of the passive crossover. Yes, you have to, because if you can't pick the frequency the tweeters need to be properly played at, obviously you're going to blow them. Buying an amplifier that has biamp capability through the passive crossover is awesome, but sometimes you can't do that. So in which case, if you buy a set of components that have biampable factory crossovers, such as like the two-way focals, the Alpines, pretty much all the Alpines, these Rockford T1s, T2s have that ability where you have 4 channels of input, 4 channels of output. Use the passive crossovers, make your life super simple. Because the other thing you have to keep in mind too, let's say the amplifier does have a 10-time multiplier switch, and let's say you can get 3200 hertz or 5000 or 2200. If you don't have something like a crossover calibrator to dial it in precisely, and you just think you're going to guess, well, there's a big amount of guesswork between 5,000 and 3,200. I was like, what are you listening to? And if you get that wrong, you could blow a set of tweeters. So. Dry, windy, and hot in SoCal. There you go. It's wet, steamy, and hot. I believe that's called muggy. Yeah, definitely not a sub. I always super bad sacrifice. Yes.
Gotta go all the way.
The trade-off is base for cargo. Well, who needs cargo? I don't. Travel light, man. Gotta be.
What's up, Oscar?
Okay. The only sub that haven't compromised, in my opinion, for the stock system is the Harman Kardon system on Challenger, but the speakers are lacking. Well, they put the little 8-inch in the rear deck, and then you have the 4 6x9s, 2 of which in the front are subwoofers also, along in the rear is a mid-bass. So it puts out a decent amount of bass, but there again, once you disconnect and put 112 and a ported enclosure back there, that's about all she wrote. Plus, you got to remove those 6x9s in the front door so you could actually hear the system, because it only has 6x9s and 3.5s. Most of the sound is coming from the 3.5. Yeah. Good stuff, DNF. Thank you.
Thank you, man. 95 in Cali. Okay.
That's awesome. That's pretty nifty. Nerds. Always nerds. Always got to be nerds. All right, let me fast forward to the end here. Sorry for my shit.
This hurts.
Your hand okay? Oh, you saw the blood on that. Yeah, that one. Razor knife. I slipped. I was cutting some shrink wrap. I ain't got time to bleed.
Not paying attention. Dude.
You're supposed to go, you're hurt, man. You're bleeding. Because you could be Poncho. That's the guy that said that was Poncho. No, that was the Indian.
So who's Poncho?
Poncho's the guy with the grenade launcher.
Oh, yeah.
That's Poncho.
Oh.
He's the one that takes the tree to the ribs.
Yeah. Okay.
I can make it. No, you can't. You're going to die. Dude, don't bother. He's never killed you for being unarmed. No sport. All right, what's the movie? I'm surprised no one's guessed the movie yet.
Dude,
Thank you. All right, yeah. All right, sorry. Yeah. So, you're hurt, man. You're bleeding. I got time to bleed. You got time. Then you're supposed to go. You got time to duck. All right. Role playing. Movie for Side Jag is Murder on the Nile. So,
what?
Murder on the Nile.
Murder.
So it is the sequel to Murder on the Orient Express. I watched it 24 hours ago on the airplane there. I enjoyed it a lot. I'll give you that. So if you haven't had a chance to watch it, you still got time, because the show doesn't start till 9:45 tonight. But tonight is Thursday, and even though I know that movie, Commando. It was not Commando. Commando sucked. Here's why Commando sucked. For one, back then they wanted Arnold to act. He wasn't a good actor. And the short guy's name in that movie was Sully. And the funniest scene in that movie is when he's holding Sully off of the side of the cliff by his ankle. And he goes, "Sully, remember when I said I was going to kill you last?" Yeah, man. You said you... I lied. And then, and he died. So sad. That was the best. Other than that, the explosion sucked because they're going to blow something up, and they had like 10 cameras, and they showed it exploding from 10 different angles. Totally ruined it for me. So, anyways, I know a lot of people love Commando. And the Australian guy that was in there just was terrible. Oh, I'm crazy. Yeah, I got a knife. Yeah, whatever. Why would my 3500 NEX lower volume after a song starts? Are you sure it's the NEX? What are you playing it from? Might be the question. Because like if you're playing it from your phone, it could be your phone that's doing it, not necessarily the NEX. Also, do you have amplifiers in the car? It could be the amplifiers, or it could be passive crossovers connected in the amplifiers. So it depends on what volume you're playing at. Does it do it at all volumes? So to say it's the 3500 NEX, you still have a lot more testing to do. You're gonna have to try a different phone or whatever you're playing. If it does it on everything, like you're saying after you press play on a song, so I'm assuming you're using some form of a phone. So it could be the phone. Maybe borrow somebody's phone, plug it in, try the same thing. And then you're going to have to work your way through the system. Find out what it is. See if there's some form of a voltage drop. Maybe there's bad power connection, meaning power or ground.
So it's an Apple CarPlay.
Yeah.
And it does it all the time.
There again.
All the volumes.
Right. So the other thing too is, of course, if it is the 3500, make sure that the software is totally up to date. That's one of the most important things. Make sure your software is up to date. So, anyone ever break Ohm's law? Yeah, I got a pair of handcuffs. Jesus, I got a pair of handcuffs. If you break Ohm's law, I'm gonna take you into the sheriff. Easiest way to drop 2.5 wire in 6 miles, or use the factory wire for the 2.5 in the dash. I mean, if you're going like with the Kenwoods or something that's passive, meaning passive crossovers, just use the wire that's in the dash. Easiest way is just take this part of the car off here. Most cars, this piece here comes off, and you can get the wire down. All right, guys, listen, Fernando's got to get this car out. We got another car to do. Tonight is Thursday, which means make sure you head over to the Hi-Fi Vega network, where we're going to be doing side jag and reverse. It'd be reverse polarity. Then after reverse polarity, we'll go over to side jag and we'll do that. So make sure you tune in tonight for all the fun and excitement that is there. Thanks for watching. You guys have a great day. Bye.